We thank you so much for being with us on another episode of Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style, brought to you by Melojoy, the original Cajun coffee. We welcome for the first time Carolyn Barker. She's with Amis du Pont, and it is attached with the Bridge Ministries. And I'm not quite sure, I gather, how you guys are all, we've had Bridge Ministries on a bunch, but tell us about what you guys do.
Amis du Pont, the boutique that's coming up on November 7th, is our way of making money to supplement the Bridge and their wonderful projects. We have after-school tutoring for children. We have summer schedules, after-school projects. It benefits the kids. A lot of these kids would have dropped out of school. We have kids now that are going to college. So we also have, in the very front of the Bridge, we have a building that is full of asbestos, and it's going to take $10,000 to get rid of it. So all the proceeds from our boutique, our one-day boutique, goes to help rid this hazard because we can't use the building. And the kids need a building. It's wonderful because they have a back, they have fruit trees and vegetable gardens.
Oh, wow.
And the kids tend this. So instead of eating junk, they'll go outside and pick something out of their own garden. Some of the people that live in the neighborhood also come up and they have their own gardens too. So it's a community thing. It's at the Four Corners area and it's just incredible. Our boutique is
all
all
you got
full,
some nice items. You got to hold them up if you would.
It's all full of volunteers. This came from Ron Stevens Jeweler in the Oil Center Gardens, and this also came from Ron's store, which are pearls. And we also have sets of coasters that were
be popular, yeah.
Very popular. We have things that you can put into gumbo, anything that you want that's spicy. This is music that's framed. We also have, it's a one-stop shop. It's a boutique for Christmas. You can even come in and buy things for children. We've got from the youngest to great-grandma.
All right, so I know it's November 7th. Where is it at?
It's at 401 Silverstone. It's Ascension Episcopal School. And there's plenty of parking, so all you have to do. We are charging $5 to get in, but people like the jewelry stores, like Ron Stevens Jeweler, will get a free ticket to get in.
Gotcha.
So people that donate to us won't have to pay to come in.
Talk a little bit about just the great work of Bridge Ministries. They've been coming on here for years, so we're focused on one area and it's holistic, and the results have been just phenomenal.
It's absolutely incredible. I remember tutoring and sitting and holding a child in my lap, and she would say, "But Miss Carolyn, I can't read." And I'd say, "Sound it out." And the second time I'd say, "Sound it out." And I'd say, "If you can't sound it out the third time, I'll help you." And these are kids that don't have anybody because their mothers are working, their grandmothers are working. And it's just so affirming to see these kids come from, I can't read, to going to college.
That's great. We are about out of time. How to get a hold of you? Give us a contact info to get a hold of you.
The Bridge Ministry, it's over on Four Corners. It's a great big sign.
We will find the website. We will put the website underneath.
Actually, we are also on Facebook for Boutique du Pont.
Okay, good. Good luck with it, and thank you so much for
coming in.
Thank
you, Jason, for having us.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to take a look at our sponsor. They are the original Cajun coffee. It is Melojoy. Take a look at their story.
We think Melojoy coffee is pure joy. We love to drink it every day, all day long, and we think that most people in Acadiana do as well. So it's just a little play on our French heritage. The pure joie is something we look forward to each and every day as we get up and get moving. You know, being founded right here in Lafayette, Louisiana back in the 30s speaks to a lot of tradition that we have here in this part of the world. And it's exciting to be here and be part of the food culture that we have here. I've gotten to participate in the last couple of years in food discussions put on by the Chamber of Commerce and a lot of different things, talking about how popular Louisiana foods are, and especially Cajun food. We like to think that we add a little bit of spice to those discussions as well. Coffee is the most consumed beverage on the planet other than water. We've got a large market out there that we can penetrate, and people do drink it now just about all day long. They start in the morning with it, and they drink it through midday, through lunch, and then maybe some decaf at dinner time. And that's the fun part about it, is we like to experiment with a lot of different types of roasts. And we're into new packaging nowadays with single-serve cups, so that you can just make that one cup of coffee at night if you'd like, or you can still buy the traditional bag and make it throughout the day, a pot at a time. We buy on certain graded beans only. First off, all of our coffees are made from 100% Arabica beans. That's what we choose to make our coffees with. We like to use Brazilians. It's a stronger bean than a Colombian, we think, and it makes our coffee unique. We want to be different. We don't want to taste just like somebody else. And we only buy the very high grades, the extra hard beans, so that we get a very full-bodied flavor out of our coffees. We buy the top 1% in the world. So we're not a inexpensive coffee. We would be classified as a gourmet coffee on the shelf. If you go to the grocery stores and look, we are in the gourmet section a lot of times. And we take a lot of care in picking those beans out. We test every bag that comes in. We sample every bag that comes in. We roast them in small batches, and we cup them right here in the facility every time before a new run goes out to the supermarkets or to offices. All of our packaging, whether it's the small frac packs that go into the restaurants and offices or the 12-ounce bags that go on the shelf, all have a one-way valve in them to allow gases to escape, but doesn't allow air in. So the packaging stays fresh on the shelf for up to a year without any noticeable change at all in the coffee. We've been asked by a few people to develop a line of coffees for them. The first people that approached us were the Duck Commander folks, the Robertson family of the Duck Dynasty TV show fame and the Duck Commander Duck Call products. They wanted to venture into the food world because their mantra is faith, family, and food. And so they contacted us to do coffee for them. So we came up with a few different roasts for them. Some really neat packaging. Obviously, you got some camo on there. You got to have camo if you're going to do something with those guys. We did a line of single-serve cups in hot chocolate for Uncle Si. He's kind of the crazy uncle in the TV show, and kids love him. He's probably the #1 celebrity in the family for the kids. And so we did a hot chocolate in the single-serve cups for him, so it's really neat. And we've got a couple of coffees out in 12-ounce bags, and we also did them in single-serve cups that you can find in the grocery stores throughout Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, all the way up into Oklahoma, Missouri, over into Mississippi and Alabama as well. So anybody out there that drinks, if their company drinks a lot of coffee, or if they have an idea to sell a lot of coffee somewhere, I mean, we would love to do a private label for them. That's what we're basically doing for the university. We're working with a few other universities as well to develop private labels for them. It's a great source of income for the universities, but there's a couple of corporations that have also contacted us recently about doing private labels for them, where we put their company logo on the coffee that's served every day in their locations. If you want any information on any of our products, you can go to www.melojoy.com, or you can give us a call at 337-264-7195. Whoever answers the phone, we'll be glad to take care of you, answer any questions you may have.
We got to take a quick time out. When we come back, Jason Fontenot is going to talk about the La Fête du Festival, or the Festival International de Louisiana. Stay with us.